Anyway, hello. I'm just going to go ahead and pop over to my um, profile here. I'm actually streaming from a few different places at this moment. So wherever you're seeing me from, hello, replay or not, thank you for being here today. I just make sure you can hear me. This should be it. Yes. Awesome. I can hear myself. Great. Okay, I'm going to pull up my notes so I can try and be respectful of your time. And let's get started. Hello and welcome to another Prosperous Heart Programming Tech Tip. My name is Cassandra. I am the Prosperous Heart. And today I will be covering what is a GitHub fork, why fork a GitHub repo or repository, and then finally how to fork a GitHub repo. This is obviously for my software developers, engineers, or those who are looking to learn about this wonderful career. So this recording, as well as any additional material that I reference in today and related to this topic, can be found on this site right here, prosperousheart.com/GitHub-fork. This will go to my webpage, which I'm in the middle of transitioning from a couple of things because it was originally teaching digital marketing, but I realized that both my skill sets in digital marketing as well as what I got my degree in, which is programming, both can help people, can empower people for better lives. So I'm changing my blog from just digital marketing to both. Regardless, just that was just an FYI. Let me get back to my notes here. So as I said, you can go to that website. And if you'd like to learn more about digital marketing, Python programming, and as I mentioned already, anything else that I think might empower you for greater success in your life, please do join me in my Discord community. The URL will pass by here in a moment. I think it's prosperousheart.com/discord-invite, this thing right here that's going to be crossing the screen in just a second. So just so we're all on the same page, because I don't know if you are a current software engineer, developer, whatever, or if you have any idea what I'm talking about. So when I say a repo moving forward, it means repository. Basically, it's short for a central holding of code or files for projects used by software engineers or software developers, organizations, et cetera, et cetera. So each user inside of GitHub can create as many repos as they want. As of I think it was 2019, you can have as many public and private repos as possible, but there's a limit on the number of automations you can use. I don't know all the details, but it's on my blog, which is right here. So what do I mean when I say fork in GitHub? So when you fork a GitHub repo or a repository, you are creating a copy of someone else's code repo. Now, this allows you to freely experiment with changes without actually affecting the original project. And this GitHub fork is completely independent copy of a Git repository, so it's not dependent upon the other one to work or pull information from. You could totally store it just by itself, right? So what's the difference between a GitHub fork versus a branch per se? Now, a branch is part of Git, not explicitly GitHub, but it's part of the original project. It's just basically a copy of some other main sect. It's basically like a a snapshot, right? So if you want to take a branch, it's a snapshot of this, and you can make changes. And then as a good little developer, you would eventually follow a pull request routine and get it improved in the main code and keep going. So that's a branch. It's a little bit different, right? Because it's still within that same main code repo. Usually it's the main branch. It was originally called the master branch, and that's been changed as of last year, I think. So the difference between a GitHub fork versus a clone is that a Git clone creates a linked copy that will continue to sync with the target repo in GitHub, so you can actually push and pull from your machine and things like that. So now that we've explained the what of GitHub Forks, how about the why of GitHub Forks? Now, why would you want to fork in a GitHub repo? So one reason to use GitHub Fork is, let's say if you are not someone with direct access to a repo, but wanted to propose changes to the original code, maybe even fix some bugs, and you just want to be able to impact the upstream code, the code where it came from, the original base. So if this is the case, then you want to be sure to regularly sync your fork with the upstream repo to make sure that you're getting the updates and you're not too far off that you have to make some pretty crazy updates to your forked repo. Now, the second reason to use GitHub Fork is if you wanted to use someone else's repo as a starting point for your own idea. So GitHub is open source. If you can find it on GitHub and have access to it, it's open source. And even some that aren't, they have their own licenses that have some degree of how you can use this stuff. It's great, right? But it can be a starting point for your own idea. And but if you want to do that, but don't actually want to impact the original repo, again, more on that over my blog. I linked to some more information. Now, in order to fork a GitHub repo, you may choose multiple options. However, today I'm going to be showing you how to fork a repo using Cisco's MindMeld from the GitHub website. So what is Cisco MindMeld? I'm going to show you in just a second. So let's go ahead and hop on over to the demo. Boom, boom. Yeah, big demo. Woohoo. So again, that website over there, yonder, that I'm going to remove in just a second. But over there, that's this one. That's this site right here. And when you scroll down, I have all this stuff linked, like I said. Right here, Cisco's MindMeld. So when you click on this is going to take you to the Cisco MindMeld website. Now, I no longer look for Cisco, and even if I was still working for Cisco, I would still suggest checking this out because this is just really awesome. MindMill was acquired by Cisco in 2016, 2017, I think. I might be a little off on those years. It's been a minute. But basically, as you can see here, it is conversational AI or artificial intelligence platform for deep domain voice interfaces and chatbots. So you can basically use this open source code to do natural knowledge base creation, natural language processing, question answering, dialogue, ordering food, right? There's so many different things you can do with this, and you can check out, right? Even Cisco uses its own product, which my face is currently hiding, which here, like I said, let's do, where am I? Oh, looking straight at it. Right here. No, not that one. Oh, not that one. There we go, Cisco. I don't know why that just now moved down. But as you can see, Cisco is using its own product, which is good, right? But lots of great stuff. Now, how do you get to this code, right? You don't care about learning more about that. You can learn more about it here in documentation in their blog, but you'll just click here on GitHub. Now, there's a lot of code sources that do that, so definitely keep an eye out. Like I think even Pandas has it on their website as well, which is a data science, data analytics, Python module you can use. So MindMeld, right? So if you were on here and you wanted to fork this, so there's a difference. There's watch, fork, and start. Watch means you want to be alerted to updates, which you can actually choose what you want to be alerted to, right? And you can do a custom thing. Start means it's people really love this, so you want to add it to a particular list, right? Maybe you were working on a particular project on health or something, right? You could star different projects and put them into those different lists. Now, fork, this is what you are looking for, right? How to fork. So you'll click on fork. And what this does is it'll automate. It says it's forking. It should only take a few seconds. And what's going to happen is now you can see at the top left here, it has prosperous heart / MindMeld, which means this is my copy. This is my fork of MindMeld on my own site, and I can fetch upstream, which that would pull it down into my master, right? Looks like I gotta make some changes here, but it's up to date with the Cisco master, and I can even contribute, right? So those I'll get into that another time, but that is how you fork it on the website. Now there's ways to do that on your local machine with GitHub CLI, with other things. So if you come back to my website, scroll up to here. Oh, right here. Oh, did I not? Oh, here it is. Recommend Forks. So I link to more documentation about it on my website, which I don't know why that's all small all of a sudden. Ugh, but there it is. So I believe that's it. Let me come back here and look at my notes. Yep, simple, very simple. And if it's not simple, let's make it simple because I have been doing small trainings like this. I have started a Python bootcamp, and I just this year started a monthly mentoring program. So if you're interested, let me know for sure. And again, if you have more questions or wanted to learn more about Python programming, digital marketing, and whatever I think will empower you, please join me in my Discord. It's kind of like Facebook, kind of, sorta, but it's not. So that's where I go to chat and answer questions. I do also have a group for my students because I want to support where I possibly can. And as I mentioned earlier, I do have additional materials related to today's training over my blog, which I just showed you. But if you need the URL again, oh, I left it up. My bad. So there it is right there. Um, and that should be all from my notes. Yep. So again, thank you for joining me today. I have really appreciated you spending your time here with me. You could have been anywhere else. And so thank you. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.